Welcome to an introduction to the tarot course. It's an intro to a 12-week course, and I'm going to break down what is this course about, what included in it, and how to join it. But before doing so, let's talk a little bit about, we're talking about the tarot, a divination tool. And for today intro, I pulled out 3 cards. I pulled out the Hermit, part of the Major Arcana. I pulled out 9 of Discs, and I pulled out Knight of Swords, Element of Air. And the Knight of Swords is actually charging towards 9 of Discs, the completion of wealth and enjoyment. So when we're looking at cards, we have relationship with cards, and this is what the tarot is about: creating relationship with the unseen world that basically reflect and create an impression on our physical reality and physical experience. So when I picked out these 3 cards, and this is just a basic, the basic for some base of readings, the Knight of Swords is charging towards the Lady of 9 Discs. And the Hermit is occupied in self-contemplation and inner knowing. So this spread is basically talking about, let's get practical. It's not just about inner contemplation, the tarot. It's not just about introspective reflection. It's about practical manifestation tool for everyday life. And the purpose of manifestation is to really be engaged and enjoy the experience of life. So with no further ado, let's talk a little bit about the tarot course. First of all, I've been engaged in the tool and studying it ongoingly for the past 2 decades. I also about to complete my own tarot deck. There's plenty of decks. There's plenty of decks. There's so many decks, and we're going to talk about decks as well, and what is the history behind it and how it was created, because some of it is associated with the tradition of the tarot and how to use it as a practical tool. The set of deck that we're gonna focus on is the classic basic. It's the most popular deck, which is the Rider Tarot deck. These days, it's being called the Coleman-Smith White Rider deck. Coleman-Smith is the woman who actually responsible for all the illustration and symbolism that apparently went to my school in the turn of the century, my design school, Pratt Institute. And she worked with white to create this tarot deck, basically. So she's acknowledged now because for many years, for decades, she was ignored as one of the people who needs to be taking credit for creating this deck. So let's just jump right into what is the tarot course. I'm coming from this Wyatt Rider deck is a Kabbalistic in its tradition. It has a lot of references like other decks or other decks that actually echo this deck. It uses the structure of the Tree of Life. So we're going to actually learn a lot of knowledge that is not always being taught when we talk about it, the tarot. And it's going to be really fun because you're going to learn a lot of tools that probably you will find at least one sharp knife, at least one or two sharp knives that calls you, like colors, like the Zodiac, like numbers, like archetype, like archangels, that you would like to associate with a reading or with using the tarot deck. So let's go into the full presentation. So it is a 12-week course, which is not that long, but it's necessary if we want to create a body of knowledge and some practice experience to actually utilize this tool effectively. This course and its weekly journey will shift all of us, awareness, consciousness, and circumstances for the better. Because when you tap into unseen realm and see what needs to be corrected or shift, eventually you come on the other side with some outcomes that can be extremely beneficial. Not to mention tapping into one's intuitive force, which is whether you're a meditator, whether you're a yoga practitioner, whether you dwell in tarot or other type of form of tapping into the unknown, it's the only reality that is not conditioned by the senses or by circumstances. So the tarot, it's a cosmic spiritual tool. It's a spiritual tool. It's almost like symbols that identify the different gamut or the different layer or prism of spirit and spirituality. 22 major secrets and 56 minor secrets, all working in a blueprint of the Tree of Life. We're not going to get too geeky about a Tree of Life, but we will use some of the knowledge in the cards about the Tree of Life that is reflected through the deck. Again, it's 22 major secrets, major arcana, the big picture, the big symbols, which means it's also the logos, 22 letters, Hebrew letters, and their secrets. We learned that too in the course. And their progression. And 56 minor arcana, minor secrets, which identify soul's direction and what realm we are working in. 56 of these cards associated with the element of fire, air, water, and earth. And it's associated with 4 worlds of engagement or reality and their elements and their archangels. Numbers, colors, planets are going through the whole deck of 78 cards. Archetypes and symbols that reflects a snapshot of one's perception or reality or what's behind it. All to create an unfold story. When we're doing a reading, it's basically creating we're unfolding a story, a scenario through different spreads, different draws and structure of cards. And eventually we identify a destiny that can be specific to money, relationships, or purpose or career or more. And there are different spreads for different specific areas. It's basically, we're looking at the hero's or the heroine's journey. It's like there's a quest, there's a set of challenges and to overcome. And we can see the influence of the tarot in popular culture through many different, whether it's movies, whether it's television series or books, even Games of Thrones is a manifestation of telling the tarot story. So why using the tarot? First, the way out is in, is engaging in the unseen realm, getting a third viewpoint of reality. A viewpoint is not engaged by circumstances, and teasing out solutions and actions that are not conditioned. They're not conditioned by our rational. The benefit of a tarot reading or coaching with the tarot, because I look at it as a coaching tool, is an understanding that 20% of what's really important to every single individual, 20% of what is really important is determined the other 80%. Usually we are engaged in the noise of things with things that are not important. And the tarot reveals what is really crucial and significant. The tarot creates an actionable strategy. It brings what is really important and real and what is a noise or what we're avoiding, let's say, as well as identifying milestones or strategies that we can benefit any situation and any circumstance. So I talked before, we're going to learn the third dimension of inspiration, high ideal, passion, and truth through the tarot in every draw of situation, where it's a person and a situation, whether it's a relationship, a situation between two parts, two people, whether it's an understanding of circumstances and what may be their outcome or destiny. The tarot works on opposites. It's the dance of hidden and seen, shadow and light, feminine, masculine, force and grace. Everything plus and minus, working on the dynamics of opposites, create basically the spark of destiny. And on the numeric level, 78 cards equal love. It's 6, which is the number that the vibration of the planet Venus, which is love or divine intention on its own. So let's make a room for the new to come. It's a tarot course. We're going to cover, in that course, we're going to cover many topics. Brief history, Tree of Life in the tarot, how it's reflects through the cards, the cycle of 7 planets and timing, tarots and numbers, colors and symbols, major, minor arcana, 4 worlds, archangels, the essence of setting up a reading, key spreads. We're going to learn how to set different scenario and different spreads, and how to coach and basically serve other people using the tarot. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's combined so many realm of art and science, intuition and logic, all these different dynamics. So you can sign in right now by just going to my website, yourpurposework.com, and there is an invitation for the course itself. The course includes a weekly journey. It's include knowledge and practice. In each class, each week, we're going to have knowledge and practice. The course is starting on August 10th and is planned to end on October 14th. It will be scheduled on Wednesdays, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific time. I'm in the West Coast. So whether you're in the East Coast or you're in a different country, you'll have to engage with these times. If you're interested, send me an email. Let's talk about it, what you would like to see, and how you would like to enroll in the course. What brings you in? I want to know a little bit about you before you actually jump into the course. Again, weekly class, I said it before. Handout will provide prior to class. So you're gonna actually end up with a little booklet of information and knowledge. All classes will be recorded. So if you miss a class, you can actually catch up and learn on your own timing and term. Here's the thing. I'm offering a really good opportunity, early bird special, 30% off the course, $795 through July 15. Regular fee is $1,150, $1,150. A payment plan is available. If you pay the $1,150 full, there's no additional 5% processing fee for the payment plan, but it's your choice. See what suits you. And again, send me an email if you're interested or you have any questions. I would love to know what you are looking for as well, because we can actually cater and engage a little bit. This course is whether you are a novice or you have been practicing for many years, you will learn a lot of different things that actually are not being taught, and you will learn a practical manner to coach with the tarot. I hope to hear from you, and with that, I hope to see you soon, and thank you for coming to this brief introduction, and I wish you a safe journey and a blessed week. Hariom.